Melissa Cotton with MU Extension in the Urban West region. I am always looking for new recipes to try. I often get in cooking ruts at home and feel like I'm making the same thing over and over. And so in my own journey of finding new recipes, I hope that I will inspire you with this recipe that I'm showing you today. So this is called baked flake chicken or baked flake fish. You can kind of interchange the two based on your preferences or switch it up from week to week. But this recipe is found in Cooking Matters or at cookingmatters.com. You can go to the website. There's lots of recipes. They're healthy, budget friendly, and pretty simple, and they don't take a long time to create. So what we need here are either 2 pounds of fish or chicken. I'm going to use tilapia today. I've cut the tilapia into halves, each fillet into halves to make a little bit smaller piece, easier to handle. And I have here a 1/3 cup of whole wheat flour mixed with some salt and pepper, and then I added some spices. I added a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, chili pepper, and paprika. So you can really play with that, make it your own, use the spices that you like. And here we have 2 large eggs and 1/4 cup of milk. And over here you're going to need about 3 to 4 cups of cornflakes. A great way to crunch those up into really small pieces or kind of like a fine powder. Use a glass cup and a medium-sized bowl. Just push down and twist. It's pretty easy. And this is a great recipe to do with kids in the home. Lots of fun things for them to do. Dip, crunch up the cornflakes, things like that. So a good way to get them involved. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to use some tongs. Anytime we deal with raw meat, we want to make sure that we've washed our hands ahead of time. We want to wash them after anything that they may have touched, just because it's a really easy way to contaminate your surfaces or other food and cause foodborne illness, which is not fun. So we want to grab our chunk of fish. After you've stirred up that flour mixture, you're going to lay it in there, flip it over, make sure it's nice and covered. I would typically just do this with my hand, but for the video I'm going to use these tongs. Once that's covered in the flour mixture, you transfer it over to the egg and milk. Making sure, again, you want to get it all covered because that's how those cornflakes are going to stick. Okay, moving on down the line. We want it all covered with those flakes. And once that's done, you're going to set it on your baking dish that's been sprayed with nonstick spray, and then move on back and do it again. So the 2020 dietary guidelines for Americans say adults should get about 8 to 10 ounces of fish every week. Fish is a great source of those omega-3 fatty acids that we need for our diet. But also, again, you could use chicken as well. This is a really healthy alternative to fried chicken or fried fish. And so you get this night when it's all done, you cook in the oven at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes, so it's super quick and easy. It provides that crunchy outer texture, but without all the oil or fat that's typically used in the fried version, and therefore extra calories. So there's what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. And you could, especially for the fish recipe, you could use some tartar sauce, maybe put some sweet potato fries on the side. Or if you want, you could lay that on a bed of whole grain rice. I've made a side salad to go with it. And then here is another recipe from Cooking Matters called mango salsa. It's really delicious. The mangoes didn't look great at the store, so I opted for some canned pineapple and peaches in place of that mango, because recipes are really a framework. We can make it our own. And so this has all of those canned items and some fresh items to make that homemade salsa as well. And it looks delicious. I can't wait to try it, and I hope you will too. Let me know if you tried this recipe at home. Love to hear from you. Take care, everybody.